Hi, I'm Andy from Gun Gamers, and this is a review on the WE Desert Eagle. I've been a Desert Eagle fan since 2002, and I've had 5 of them in my history, 3 of them being TMs, and now 2 of them are WEs. I'm going to cover some of the differences between them, and what I like and dislike about the WEs versus the TMs, and where I think they could improve on a version 2. First and foremost, fit and finish. The WEs are completely metal. I believe they are aluminum. They are anodized in, this is the chrome finish. It's a little less shiny than the actual TM, even though it's TM plastic. A little less shine to this. I do like the weight of them. They do feel very similar, about 10 ounces heavier than the TM counterpart. If you put a garter metal kit on the TM, you're about the same weight and performance, but about double the cost. These are about $220 shipped from overseas. TM's about $180, but you run into problems down the road. The reason why I went from TM to WE was the TMs, after a while, they die. So you have an issue of, over time, the slide in the front will actually crack. So you'll have it break down right in the middle, right on the front, and cracks in half, and then you go to cycle it, and it'll actually get stuck all the way back and won't actually cycle properly. Being all the other components are plastic, you run into issues if you're running a higher pressure gas like I do. I run propane exclusively in everything I own because I'm cheap. You run into issues with, just like every other TM, eventually the plastic slide will crack, and the garter kit is over $200 and hard to find. Currently, only WGC shop carries it, and you have to wait, and then your gun's down for however long. Amy can attest to how excruciatingly tough those are to install, those garter kits on the TM Desert Eagles. So when WE came out with theirs, it was a no-brainer. I was going to try it, and I was going to try it in a big way. So I bought 2 right off the bat. Got them on pre-order as soon as they were announced. Now, the black ones did come out first. I've had these for about 6 months, had them since December, but I want to get a lot of good time through them before I made a review so I could be thorough. The one thing that I noticed first and foremost, and we'll get a close-up on this, they do have individual serial numbers, which I think is really neat. It shows the year they were made, it shows, a series number, and then an actual serial number to it. So they're not all just stamped the same, they are unique. What's neat is they do have, the slide does go back fully all the way. We'll show a close-up difference here. You'll see on the TM, of course the slide lock's partially broken too, that you'll see quite a large difference between them as far as the total slide travel distance. Now, it makes a little bit of difference in cycle time. The TMs, when they are running, do cycle quicker and give most high cappers a run for their money as far as cyclic rate. The WEs are kind of slow as far as pistols go because they are heavy slides. The recoil springs are pretty strong. It's got 2 guide rods in it, just like the TMs. In a lot of ways, they're clones, but unfortunately, the magazines from TM and WE, as much as they go in, are not compatible. They don't actually cycle. So you can get it to fire, but it won't actually feed the BBs. I have not tried playing with it or shimming or anything like that to try and get the TM mags to work. The WE mags do not fit in the WEs at all, or vice versa, WEs and the TMs. So they are a little bit of a difference there. I'm sure it's hairs, and actually getting the TM mags out, they don't drop free. They are a little bit of a struggle, whereas the WEs and WEs drop free. Speaking of magazines, this is my biggest single gripe with this gun. There's no way to pull down the spring. So on the TM mags, just like every other mag we've ever had for the history of Airsoft, for the most part, you pull this spring down and shove the BBs in. There's no way to do that on this. This is all enclosed. You can't touch it. It does come with a loading tool, which is like every other WE, GBBR mag, where you have the little slide hammer to shove it through. Clicky loaders don't work. They just bounce off. You can load it very slowly by hand by pushing them in and pushing them down, pushing them in and pushing them down. It's a slow way to load. It's frustrating. It's my single biggest gripe about it. The second complaint comes from hop-up adjustment. So on the TMs, your hop-up adjustment, you pull this little door back right here, and you have a simple little lever with arrows telling you which way your hop-up adjustment is. You can adjust that on the fly very easily. On the WEs, you have an Allen key inside the barrel door, and unless you bring tools with you, you're not adjusting that on the fly at all. Performance-wise, these do shoot a bit hot. Today it was very warm. It was the 90 degrees days. It's very humid. With propane, mind you, they were shooting 365 with 2.5s. It was chronoed, both of them, they're shooting identical. The TM is a solid 285 with 2.5s. So a pretty considerable difference, almost 100 FPS. Range is pretty darn good for a pistol. Now, granted, you have a 6-inch barrel, so that helps. It's longer than some carbines. I was able to engage our 100-foot target once I had the hop-up tune very easily, so range is not a problem for a pistol. You could easily make this a primary if you wanted to with the right type of rig. I am looking at possibly doing a HPA box mag rig with some hoses and hilarity abound. Otherwise, performance, these have been really great. I really can't complain about them. My biggest gripe is I wish some of the 6 mags I had for the TMs were compatible, because that is an issue here. But other than that, they're really solid. Trigger's crisp. They're just brutes, and everyone's afraid of them because they're massive. Lutz did make me a dual behind the back holster that I ran all day today, so I can just reach behind my back and pull out both of them and be ready to rock and roll. That is so much fun when people aren't expecting it, especially if that holster's covered by anything like a plate carrier or backpack, and suddenly you got 2 hand cannons pointed at somebody. That's always a good time. Otherwise, that's really all my feedback on it. If you have any comments about these guns or want to know more information, please let us know in the comments. That's kind of where I'm at as far as that goes, and that's it. Shoot the video here.
Definitely dual wield like this, so you can see both of them.
Thank you for watching this video from Gun Gamers. We hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. Check the description below if you'd like to buy a t-shirt or a patch, and use the coupon code JUDY10 for 10% off of your next order at Amped Airsoft. Thank you again for watching, and praise Judy.